Everybody's even a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. I do it different some days. All right, check this out real quick. I want to have a conversation tonight. Okay, so there's a couple of things going on. I want to talk about a couple of different conversations. I want the main conversation to be about this academics things for a reason. I think that a lot of people might not be giving academics a fair shot at what he's saying, and I've been listening to some of the commentary revolving around what he's saying and what other people are saying. And I want to know what you guys really think, just to be honest. And then after tonight, hopefully we can move off of this topic until it comes back up with like really some gritty shit happening. I just want to make sure that we cleared this out of the way, especially since it's Sunday and it's really no reason to go too heavy. That's one. Another conversation I want to have throughout the course of the night is this thing about the Empire artists. The Empire artists Empire seems to consistently keep losing their artists. I want to know, do you think it's Empire themselves, or is there another element that might be involved? I am going to tell you what someone said about Empire. God dang it, I can't remember who said it. But I am going to tell you what somebody said about Empire, and if it is true, we're going to discuss the specific practice and how it can be harmful to up-and-coming artists, especially artists that don't necessarily have direction. See, this is the thing, right? So you need a team. You always need a team. You need some good, responsible people to be around you. You need to have people who you can rely on, and you need people that could follow direction, period. And they have to also have their own vision. If somebody doesn't have their own vision, don't work with them. People need to also have their own vision. Because if somebody doesn't have their own vision, how could they have the appropriate respect for yours? If that makes any sense. Like, that motherfucker over there is supposed to have his own vision. He doesn't have any visions of himself. How can he respect what your role in life is? How can he respect what you're trying to go through in life? How can he respect your journey? How can she respect your journey if they don't have a journey of their own? That's the point in which I'm trying to make. Now, with that being said, I want to say something. We are making room for the Most High. We are making room for our blessings. I'm going to say something. So, I'm not 100% sure yet, but by Wednesday, I'll know a thing. This is very important. And a factual statement is that I'm going to say is that a lot of our blessings are pulling up on us. I have to personally be a little bit more ready to socialize and speak with people. I try to be, but you really got to understand. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but I generally, throughout the course of my life, I expect the best out of people. Throughout the course of my life, 99.9% of my life, I always believe that people are good for the most part. Right? I always believe people are good for the most part. 99.9% of my life. I'm going to honestly say, just in the last couple of years of my life, I really started looking and started realizing that I've been naive. You know? So I don't know how to deal with that currently. So y'all got to give me a minute. Like, I really believe that if you gave people a choice to do the right thing, that they would. For a long time in my life. I really believe that. Like, if a person had the opportunity to do the right thing, I always thought that they would. I really always thought that the reason why people make bad decisions and do things that are wrong is because they feel like they don't got no choice. And it really wasn't up until recently that I realized that some people just are bad people. There's no rhyme, there's no reason. They're just walking around looking for something to destroy, looking for a person to murder, looking for a dream to kill, because they don't have nothing going on with them. So y'all gotta just bear with me. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm never going to anybody's page that talks trash about me. I'm never doing that. With that being said, I'm not. We're making room for our blessings. That's all we're ever doing. We're only ever making room for our blessings. So anything negative, we don't want to deal with it. We only making room for our blessings. We only making room for God. So we gotta push everything else out. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick if there's anybody that commented. Nope, only the people that hated me. Oh, here we go. Shout out to all the D Glass. I got at least one of y'all motherfuckers up in here tonight. Shout out to all the D Glass. He says, good evening, bro. BBN fam, salute. Hope everything is going well with you and yours. I got 40 people in here, but at least I got one nigga on my side. Shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate you. I want to say something real quick about something that Akademiks, one of the points that Akademiks try to make. Now, I want to be clear on something. I don't think Akademiks debates. He doesn't debate. Akademiks never debates. This isn't a debate. We have opposing viewpoints. I have a point that you can't. That I have a point that you can't contradict, that you can't go against. So therefore, you start talking about something that don't got nothing to do with what we're currently talking about, and saying that since I'm wrong about that other thing, that means I'm wrong about this. That's not debating. That's what Akademiks does. In my opinion, I don't think I've ever seen Akademiks win a debate because I've never seen him actually debate. I've only seen him argue. I've never seen Akademiks. I can't think of a time. I mean, with the exception of Joe Budden and the show that they had, because they had no choice but to stick to the format. With the exception of that, I don't think I've ever seen DJ Akademiks debate before. I've only ever seen him argue. What up, Liz Lanes? Yeah, I've only ever seen him argue. I've never seen him debate, with all fairness, all due respect. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm not coming for him. But I've never seen him debate. I've only ever seen him get into a conversation with somebody where they have opposing viewpoints. The person makes a great point, and then he starts insulting. That's it. But I do want to talk about one of the points in which he makes. I want to be careful as I speak on this, because I don't want it to seem like I'm accusing rappers of doing this that haven't been, because there's many rappers that have never did this. But one of the practices that many rappers did to try to, gain their notoriety or keep their fame is what they would do is that they would invite up and coming rappers into the studio. Oh, now I got a session, you could come pull up. Or maybe they got an engineer that knows about a rapper that's up and coming, nigga nice. He get him in contact with the rapper, the established rapper. The established rapper steals their song. The established rapper steals their flow. The established rapper steals something from them. This happens. When DJ Akademiks said this, made a point about this, he's 100% correct. This happens. Whenever I see a rapper go on Instagram and be like, yo, I'll be on your mixtape. I'll be like, well, not all of them niggas is bullshit, just so we can be clear. But a lot of them niggas is bullshit. Did y'all hear about what happened with the game? Now, he's not an old school rapper, but the point in which I'm trying to make is that happened back in the day also. So I want to say something, and this is in the defense of DJ Akademiks, because there's not many ways that you could defend him on this particular conversation, just so we can be clear. He's like 100% wrong on almost everything. There were a lot of rappers who shitted on the new up-and-coming rappers, stole their careers and stole their music. But guess what, DJ Akademiks? Once again, you are ill-informed. Because those rappers that did that are still in the industry. You see, when they were stealing these songs, they were keeping their career going. The ones that actually got the songs The ones that were actually got the song stolen from them are the ones that you're calling dusty. I'm going to say that again. You know the dudes you're actually calling dusty? Those is the niggas that were the victims in most of these cases that you're now trying to say is the reason in which why you're using to attack the old school rappers. You're literally attacking the niggas that was the victims. Those was the niggas that got their songs stolen. Those was the niggas that got they verses stolen, they bars stolen, they swag stolen. That's why they dusty. What you call dusty, not rich. I seen somewhere somebody said that somebody texted me this. I'm not coming for you, by the way. DJ Akademiks has a lot of hip hop knowledge of hip hop. I just disagree. I think music, he's educated. I think pop culture, he's educated. But it's hard for me to believe that he's educated in hip hop if he made that statement that he just made, where he basically said that y'all stealing the people, the old when he was basically saying the old dusty rappers were stealing niggas' songs. No, those was the niggas that got the songs stolen. See, Akademiks, with all due respect, no disrespect to you or anybody else or any of his group or whatever, but when you know niggas that was literally in the studios with these niggas, when you know people that was around the element, when you hear about the shit that be happening in the back, when you hear about how niggas be really doing people dirty, I'ma explain something to you right now. That's how come I'ma explain something to you right now. There's rappers that had to wait 2 and 3 years to get their careers off the ground because some other nigga wanted to slow their career up because he couldn't steal from them. That extortion game is crazy. You got rappers that had to wait 2-3 years to get to their spot because some other nigga was trying to extort them. And to this day, I don't really know about this shit, but that was happening like crazy. It was happening in the 80s. It was just a whole different animal. I'm not even in the 80s. You gotta be ready to scrap, like at the drop of a hat. The 80s was just a different animal. You had to be ready to scrap at the drop of a hat. LL Cool J allegedly had his chain stolen a couple of times by B.O. If you know who B.O. is, you know who B.O. is. But allegedly B.O. used to snatch LL Cool J chain more than once. If you know who B.O. is, you know who B.O. is. So the 80s was different. You know what I mean? I had a cousin. I have a cousin. He's still alive, as far as I know. I have a cousin that in the 80s, he used to just go to the gyms and rob DJs. Just go to the gym, wait for the gym to be over. The nigga packing his shit up. They putting it wherever they putting it. And the nigga just pull out and just rob the niggas. There's nothing you can do. And you know what he gonna be, because he ain't hiding. I do think he had to leave New York because, you know, there's only but so much crazy shit you could do. There's only but so much crazy shit you could do, man. It just gets to a point. I think he's currently serving, should be getting out soon, actually. I think they was gonna give him like a lot of time, but for something he was able to skirt. It was gonna give him a lot of time for something. He also beat a case where I think he shot like 3 police officers or some shit. He used to work for them, like doing dirt for the police and shit. Hold on, I'll tell you the story. It's a real story. So he used to work for them, doing dirt for them, right? So they turned on him and they came to kill him. This is a real fucking story. Listen. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to the academic shit. I got a cousin, I'm not gonna say his name. He was working for the police. I'm not gonna say what he was doing, but he wasn't working for the police as a snitch. He was working for police robbing niggas. So this nigga was working robbing niggas. He was not a snitch. He was robbing niggas, shooting niggas like that. Now, before anybody say any kind of weird shit, mad niggas in the 80s was doing this. Larry Davis was doing this. If you don't know who Larry Davis is, you don't. Mad niggas in the 80s was doing this in New York City, I promise you. They had mad dudes that was working for the police in New York City, and they were the drug dealers. There was the hitmen. There was all of the niggas on your block that was doing all the wild shit. That's how them niggas stayed out of jail. This, I promise you. If you don't know, if you know, you know. That's all I gotta say. So apparently he was in another state. I'm not even gonna call the state out. So apparently he was in another state, and I heard this story after the fact. So apparently he was. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you another story about him too. Hold on. So apparently he was in another state, and he was at a hotel or some shit, and it was time for them to, get him out of the way. So they came to kill him. So when they came to kill him, it was a shootout. But after the fact, they was like they was FBI agents or whatever fucking agents they was. But what had happened was the witnesses saw that they never identified themselves because they wasn't there on police business. You understand? So they never identified themselves. They just pulled up. He saw them, like, you know what I'm saying, in the cut, and then it went off. So he beat that shit. That nigga came back out, and then he killed some more people. He got a ton of bodies. Yeah, he got a ton of bodies. I ain't even play with you. I stay away from him. He dangerous. Dangerous. I wonder if he could come back to New York. I wonder who was the people that was looking for him, to be honest with you. I think it was some Jamaicans, though. I think he did some shit to some Jamaicans somewhere. I don't know what to tell you. And there's another story I got where he had my uncle shoot him in the arm because he stole some money from some drug dealer somewhere. So he had to tell them that he got robbed because he couldn't get out of this shit. Yo, this nigga bananas, yo. I think he shot himself like twice on purpose or some shit. This nigga bananas, yo. Anyway, so back to the point about DJ Akademiks. That point that he was trying to make don't exist. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the point doesn't exist, with all due respect. The rappers that he's calling dusty is the rappers that had their music stolen from them. I swear I want to call out names, but I don't want to call out names. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could literally sit here and call out names for you. You understand? I could tell you songs, not the actual songs, but I could tell you artists who had songs stolen from them. This is the easiest way I could tell you. If you had an artist come out and you think he was a one-hit wonder, I'm going to tell you, you think he was a one-hit wonder. What happened is they be like this. You got to understand, you don't put the songs on your album. The record label puts the songs on your album that they want on your album. So you could have incredible songs and they could just be like, nah, we don't want to put that on the album. And then the next thing you know, when your next album come out, it ain't on that album either, because it's on another motherfucker's album. They done somehow got that song up from under you and gave it to a bigger artist. Now that bigger artist is going number 3 in the first fucking week with that bitch. Now listen, pay attention. I'm going to tell you what happens. All you got to do is go back to artists. This is a hint, because I don't want to just start yelling out niggas' names, because that's not the way to do this. But this is a hint. Listen. If you go back and you can see people that they'll have, because I'm thinking of this one particular artist right now, he passed away. I'm still not going to call it. And you see them and they'll have one big song on their album and that's it. Just one big song that blows and it does tremendous. 2 reasons. 1, they blew most of the budget on getting that song out. 1, they blew most of the budget getting that song out. And 2, the other reason why there's no other good songs on the fucking album is because almost probably the other good songs that this individual had, they got sold and put on other niggas. We gonna do a remix. You understand what I'm saying? So Akademiks is once again, he's attacking the. We gotta change our mindset. Listen. If we're gonna say the only way you have value is dependent on the monetary, dependent on the how much money you have, right? Just think about that 1 minute. Just think about think about that. The only people that have value is depending on how much. So that means that Trump has some of the he's one of the most valuable, knowledgeable people on the planet. Biden, he's one of the most knowledgeable people on the planet because both of them got more money than us. Are they smarter than us? Do they have more value than us as a person? And then we'll also remember this, and this is all I can say. Whenever somebody tries to denote a person's actual value to their bank account, the man that we know is Jesus Christ and all of his disciples were basically homeless nomads. Did you process that yet? If Jesus Christ was to come back to the world, what do you think he would come back as? A rich person or as the same type of entity that he was when he left? Y'all got a question. Do roses bloom this late in the year? I'm curious. Do roses bloom this late? I know nothing about the bloomations of the rosebuds. Do roses bloom this late in the year? I'm curious. What up, Android? What up, Android 23? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going well with you. You say he's the #1 culture vulture. No, I would think Vlad is definitely culture vulturing at a much higher higher clip. The way he left is the way he comes back. Just remember that. Whenever y'all see somebody and y'all be like, oh, that person is struggling, let's laugh at them. Just remember that, man. Our blessings is coming. We making room for our blessings right now. We making room. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Let's get some drops going. Y'all want to do Saloon tonight? We got a small group of people in here. I think Saloon sometimes work better when we have a small group of people. We have a small group of people in here. Y'all want to do Saloon tonight? Got a small group of people. This is a nice group of people where we could do Saloon, joke around, you know what I'm saying? And stay on the content, periodically. You know how we do. I just don't think. I hope this is all a gimmick, because I hope DJ Akademiks is improving himself to be this ill-informed. You understand what I'm saying? This will be really ill-informed. You understand what I'm saying? He can't be this ill-informed. My dude, DJ Akademiks, you're supposed to be a DJ. You have to know a little bit more than what you're pretending to know. Is that fair? Is that fair or am I wrong about that? I'm going in here because I want to pin your jump off real quick. Wrong channel. Oh, shit. Could I tell y'all something about a television show real quick? Could I mention to y'all something about a television show real quick? Real quick, I want to mention to y'all something. I know I'm going way off topic. Could I mention to y'all something about a television show real quick? Let me turn the phone off for a second. As soon as I turn the phone off, one of my producers is gonna send me something to post. Watch to talk about. Watch. about a TV show real quick? I just want to take me 2 seconds. Look, listen. When I get my computer back and I can make 10-minute videos, all of these breaks you be seeing me make that I want to tell you about are literally gonna be videos. Listen, pay attention. Fucking Stranger Things has to be one of the most weird fucking television shows ever. I'm gonna tell you why. They'll have a scene where the fucking acting is incredible. I'll be watching the shit and I'll be like, this is a work of art. And then the very next scene, it'll be just shit with overacting. And I'm like, I can't stand these niggas. I can't stand these niggas. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. So you're going to give me the scene, the beautiful scene, that was just absolutely superbly acted. And then the very next scene, you niggas forget y'all in the damn television show. You think you in the fucking 3rd grade production of Annie or some shit. I ain't got time for this. I just wanted to say that. I'm just really upset about that. I'm really upset about that. Just wanted to say that. Shout out to Stranger Things. They gotta be hard to make those adults look like children still. Gotta be hard to make those adults look like children still. So shout out to that. Yeah, straight out the door. Alright, so let's get back to it. So is there any other points that anybody heard DJ Akademiks said that you might agree or disagree with? I'm curious. Because, like, I don't agree with any of his points. That was the closest point that I could think about that made sense. So I'm assuming that he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Not that he's wrong. Sometimes people don't know what they're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're saying something erroneous, but not because they're lying. It's because they just don't know. But they are lying about knowing. I had a conversation with somebody about that one day. They told me something and I called them a liar. And then they said, they're not lying. And then I showed them how they was wrong. And then they said, oh, I didn't know. And I said, see, you were lying. And they said they didn't know. But I said, yeah, but when I told you, you then said you knew. Which was the lie. The thing that you got wrong wasn't the lie. The lie was you saying you knew. When you know you didn't know. Just want to be in charge. Shout out to that shit. People be sinking the whole boat. Let me tell you about some. I don't want to talk about it. I was gonna tell you about some wild shit. Like, people be sinking the whole boat. Like, a motherfucker wants you to go do some shit with them, right? They'll be like, yo, let's go work on this project or whatever, right? But they don't know what it takes to get the project done. But they probably have done a project before, two before, but they want to go, like, I'm going to say this real quick. I don't want to just get a camera, walk in front of some people and shoot a couple of scenes. We're not doing that. I'm not doing any type of anything if I'm not sitting down and writing it out. I'm a fucking writer. If I'm not sitting down and writing out scenes and writing out what we're going to be doing and deciding the overall idea of what the fucking show is going to be, I'm not getting involved. And for the individuals, like, if somebody tries to just drag me into some bullshit like that, I'm feel disrespected. I feel disrespected. Now, you're going to call me for that, but you're not going to call me to actually pin something. But you're going to call me to do some bullshit that isn't going to be able to do nothing but feed our egos. You're not going to call me to pin nothing. You're not going to call me so we can sit down, get some storyboards up, and decide what we're going to fucking do. You calling me to just grab some cameras and run around the city and town. You could get anybody to do that. You don't need me to do that. You could do that. Why would you want to You can get all the footage you want, and then you could have sent it to me and asked me to edit it. Why do I have to be there to just run with a camera and shoot what anyone could do? I don't need my ego fed. I don't need to do shit just to show people I could do it, because I don't care. I want to do shit that I could look back and be like, that was a good job. It was the best job I could have did at that point. I couldn't have did a better job. So the next time I do some shit, I'm going to do it the best job I could do that time. Running around the city with just cameras. You can get anybody to do that. Why I have to? Oh, because you just want to have me there so you can look good for the people watching. So you want to just steal all of my time. Fuck it. Steal Jack's time. But y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Steal Jack's. Steal all of my time when you don't need me there. You just want to look good. I guess no one agrees with DJ Akademiks at all? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of surprised. Not at all. No one agrees with DJ Akademiks. Y'all all like, that nigga crazy. Everybody? Alright, finally something that I guess we could unanimously agree on. I don't know what to tell you. Anything else y'all want to talk about, since we just unanimously agree that DJ Akademiks don't know what the fuck he's talking about? I've seen photos of him DJing but I've started thinking to myself, was he DJing rap music, or he could have been DJing Caribbean music, right? He probably wasn't even DJing rap music. I'm not gonna lie, I'm over here looking at snacks. I think I'm gonna have one of those. I'm gonna have that this shit. When they're looking at snacks, I was gonna make a taco pizza today. I'm all over the place because this conversation is y'all don't look like y'all interested in it. So I was gonna make a taco pizza today. I went to the store. I was gonna buy like a regular pizza. Then I was gonna get the taco stuff, make the taco stuff, and then put it on top of like the regular, like the giorno pizza. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Anybody think that's a good idea? Go get some green peppers, red peppers, chop them up, some onions. Make the taco meat, go buy the pizza, put the taco piece meat on top of the pizza. Anybody here for that? Whenever y'all don't comment, I just assume y'all don't care for the conversation. Anybody here for that? The taco pizza I'm thinking about? Let me make the taco pizza. I don't know. That sounds like the way to go. That's what I want to know. Okay, this is going to be one of those nights where I'm thinking about the taco pizza tomorrow. I'm not even lying. I was going to make it earlier before the show started, but I didn't have time, so I just bought some dumplings. I don't know. I guess it's just me and you. Anything you want to talk about, Art? if I get the resources to be able to do a cooking channel. I promise you. I was before I even started the YouTube channel. I used to post my food on G Plus. Can I get back into the G Plus thing? Hold on. I used to post my content on G Plus. Which email did I use? Let me see if I can show you. Because we ain't doing nothing. Whenever y'all don't comment, I assume y'all don't really care for this shit. I like G Plus. I was active as shit on G Plus. I'm gonna see if I can get into the account. Could I view the post? Because the site is down, but I'm curious. Yeah, I see it's no longer available there. But yeah, I was posting my food like crazy on G Plus. Beginning of the week, today Sunday. Yeah. There's not really, there isn't anything to really talk about. I mean, we could talk about the young lady that passed away, the rapper that was Little Uzi Vert, rapper that passed away in Houston, got shot up in the car. I think, I don't know what kind of artist. I hope she was not an Empire artist. What a WIP media. I hope she wasn't an Empire artist, because they just absolutely getting railed. They've been getting railed. I hope she wasn't an Empire artist. This is what y'all want to talk about? Ask me a question, something. I mean, I don't know what y'all want to talk about. Like I said before, when y'all not commenting, I don't know where to go with the conversation. I don't know if I'm just talking in circles. That's another reason why I be all over the place, because I don't know what you want to hear. I don't know what you want to talk about. Especially when I'm talking about the actual topic, and I'm probably not that interested in it, and it seems like you're not that interested in it. It was nothing for today. I mean, I could have just put some names up and we could have talked about whatever. But I really wanted to not talk about death today, not for nothing. And the only things to talk about is death. Really didn't want to talk about death today. I went to the store today. I was so irritated. I'm going to start mentally in my brain thinking not to think that I don't want to go outside. I have to start thinking that in my brain before I walk out the door. Because whenever I walk out the door, what I think is, damn it, I don't want to go outside. Oh, man, I don't want to go out here. What else can you send me, son? Like, this is going to be just unnecessary bullshit. Vlad says that Joe Budden built his business by attacking others, and I believe No Jumper is the page it was posted on. So they're going after Joe, and they're going after Akademiks. That's interesting. Or they're going after Joe. Someone's going after Joe, and Akademiks is creating a situation where people are going after him. Probably rightfully so. He's talking crazy. I don't know what I think about that. I honestly don't know what I think about that. What do y'all think about that? I think Vlad can't talk about what anybody in our sphere does, since he's culture vulturing. So I don't think he has a right to speak on it, to be honest with you. I'm not even saying he's incorrect. I'm just saying, my dude, you culture vulturing. How are you going to vulture off of a culture and tell that culture how it should move? Am I wrong for thinking that? And the reason why I call him a culture vulture is because so much of what he does turns out to be negative. Just so we can be clear. So much of what he does turns out to be negative. So that's why I'm saying he's culture vulturing. I'm not saying he's culture vulturing because he's white in a black space. I'm saying he's culture vulturing because I don't think he's giving it the appropriate respect. And not for nothing, right now, Akademiks is looking like he's culture vulturing. Rhonda from upstate New York says, Nia Long fiance is bad. They are slowly releasing the video, the info. Did you get a chance to listen to what I sent you? I want to say something real quick. Why is her name not being released? This was a consensual relationship. It was... I'm not talking to you. This was a consensual relationship. Why don't we even know her name? Why is he the only one in trouble? She's not even in trouble. Shouldn't they both be in trouble? Am I wrong for thinking this? No, this is bleach. My shirt got bleached. That's why y'all don't see me wear this shirt a lot. This is actually one of my favorite hoodies, if not my favorite hoodie. But it got bleached and I never bought a new one. So I'm curious, nobody else feels a way that she's getting in zero trouble? If there's a policy and this policy gets him in trouble, why does this policy not get her in trouble? Does it only stand for the men? There was allegedly more than one. She tried to cut it off and he was acting up over it. One of the women was a higher up wife, I think. Oh, wow. So he was just banging everybody's kids. I mean, he was just banging everybody's, whatever he could get his hands on. So he's not in trouble for a relationship then. Hold on. He's not in trouble for a relationship then. He's in trouble for sexual harassment. Stop having sex with people at work. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? He's in trouble for sexual harassment then. If you having sex with somebody at work, you gotta marry them, homie. Stop that. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. When I was working at Ward's Island, this is a sad story too, homie. This is a sad story. This is a fucking sad story. I'm gonna say a couple of things, so just mind me. When I was working at Ward's Island, there was this lady that worked. There was this girl, young girl. She was probably around my age, maybe a couple of years younger. And I'm going to say a couple of things. Please don't take this the wrong way, and I'm in no way trying to disrespect her. But she was one of those females that had an incredible body, but not everything up going on over here. I liked her. No, I went to bang her. Alright. She kind of had an attitude problem. But she was sweet sometimes. So what happened was she was actually having an affair with one of the other security guards that worked at the facility. The other security guard was the son of the site manager. So it was the son of the highest ranking security officer at the building. He goes to her house at lunch break. They go to their crib to have sex. Her boyfriend walks in, finds them having sex. Dude bounces, the boyfriend kills her and then kills himself. Y'all be playing with people's hearts, and y'all don't be knowing, like sometimes, people is like, this gotta work, And sometimes people are just, not everybody is out here trusting everybody. So everyone. So when that shit happened to some of us, like that shit is big. You understand what I'm saying? It's not nothing little. I get it. Some of y'all don't have no heart. Some of y'all have very low compassion, empathy, sympathy, remorse. So therefore, you know, whenever anything happens to somebody else, it's not your concern. So I get it. You understand what I'm saying? Rhonda from upstate New York says allegedly he knew the bomb was gonna drop, but had Nia move and didn't tell her. So management knew. Why not come clean before the move? Nia found out a few days before we did. So hold on. So he moved Nia Long out to. So he lied all the way to the damn end. He just a liar. Just a liar. That's all. He's just a liar. I don't expect for him to be in the NBA coaching next year or whenever his suspension is over. You can't have somebody like that around your facility. He's toxic. You can't have somebody like that around your facility. It's toxic. Like a motherfucker that think that they're super smart, so they ruin all of the fucking... Imagine, I'm gonna tell you something. Imagine a motherfucker thinking they super smart, right? They think they so smart. So somebody comes up to them and they're like, well, you know, your homeboy over there, we was planning on working with him on something, and they're like, nah, we got a thing going on. We gonna do it. Don't worry about you. Don't worry about it. Imagine a nigga being that stupid. Somebody wanting to network with you, and you telling them fucking no, because you busy trying to manipulate and control another motherfucker's situation. Niggas is stupid. Now go fucking sleep in your stupid ass bed that you made. You're stupid. So management knew, why not come clean before the move? He's stupid. Now you can go sleep in that stupid ass bed that he made. He's stupid. You know how much worse that makes him look? So he let her move, and the girl that actually he was sleeping with or he was harassing did the move. Is the one who coordinated Nia Long's move to Boston. This nigga whole weirdo. Niggas is stupid. Niggas is stupid. Niggas rather be the captain of a sinking ship than be a third mate on a fucking successful boat, on a successful fucking, you know what I'm saying? That niggas is weirdos. That's why you gotta be careful. I'm gonna say this once again. If you are not talking to Jack Frost directly about business, you are not talking about no business that got to do with the BBN. At no point in history have I ever given anybody the okay to say yes or no about any business revolving around the BBN. If somebody is telling you that I did, they are lying to you. And by you not accepting that lie, doesn't make it the truth. I just want to say that, especially with what we're talking about. Niggas be like, I accepted the lie, so it gotta be true. No, nigga, it's still a lie. Which I want to talk about. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to get me something to eat. But I don't know if I'm happy, if it's like nerves or if I'm actually just hungry. I bought jelly too, so I got my blueberry muffin. I'm gonna slice that bitch in half. I'm gonna toast it. I'm gonna put some butter on that bitch. I got this whipped butter stuff. Like, it doesn't go like regular butter, but you know, whatever. And then I'm gonna put some jelly on the bitch. And that's what we gonna have. I need some more blueberry muffins. This is the last one. I need a toaster. I cut the blueberry, like a toaster oven. I cut the blueberry. See if I had the toaster oven, it works better. I cut the blueberry muffin in half. I put it in the oven. I let the oven heat it up. And I put a little bit of butter on the top of the bitch. And after it comes out of the oven, I put the jelly on the top of it. All the things. I promise you it's good. When I actually start cooking and you see some of the dishes that I make, like some of the variations and some of the ways that I cook, y'all gonna be like, yo, this shit is lit, yo. This nigga really get down. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's not cap. It really isn't cap, yo. Nothing I say is cap. Nothing. I wouldn't be able to go through my day. Like if I was really a nigga walking around, I wouldn't be able to go through my day. It'd just bother me too much. It'll upset me too much. I wouldn't be able to go about my day. I wouldn't be able to do nothing. I wouldn't be able to do nothing. It'll just upset me too much. Also, shout out to that new cucumber soap that I have. Now I smell it everywhere, and I keep thinking it's in my food. So shout out to that damn. That shit has just kept getting the coconut stuff because I'm used to the smell, so now I don't smell it everywhere, but people will smell it on me. You get what I'm saying? I smell the cucumber fucking soap everywhere. So every time I'm eating or drinking something, I think that I didn't. It somehow got in. I think it somehow got in my food and my drink. So I'm like, what the fuck? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe we should call it a night. I don't know. And we talk tomorrow. We come back to we do the show in the morning. I find a better topic for it that y'all might want to discuss. Still got a lot of hurdles I got to get over. But I see my blessings. I see them. I see them coming. The women have been loving me, and like a lot. I have to be a little bit more susceptible to talk to people. Like I be in my head too much. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be joked around or played with. That's all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a female act like they're interested in you, and then they're not interested. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't like that shit. So, I just rather just not talk, so I don't got to get tricked. I don't want to be tricked. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm saying stuff. Some of the time, I'll be like, that's a cap. Let me tell you what happened. So, I'm walking to wherever I'm walking. And it's like, there's a chick there. She turned around. She looked across the street. Somebody yells something out, and then she turns around and she keeps walking. So I don't want to say it. I'm just. It just. I don't know. You have to be there. I don't know. I have to say a couple of things I want to say. You have to be there. Any more news on Casanova? He's been speaking out about support he's been given, and he's been talking about different topics in the media. But no, not currently. I feel bad for the brother. Sometimes we do stuff that we're not supposed to be doing, but that don't make us a bad person. Sometimes we do stuff we're not supposed to be doing. People always want to equate somebody doing something that they're not supposed to be doing with what they feel. You understand what I'm saying? So if you do something you're not supposed to be doing, but the person that's telling the story is a fucked up individual, you understand what I'm saying? Which two comments? The ones you just dropped or the ones that... Hold on. Let me put live chat. I keep forgetting I gotta switch to live chat every couple of minutes. Yes, I seen what you just shipped me. Hold on. Takashi 69 on the hook for serious. Okay, so apparently Takashi 69 only has to pay Fashion Over $37,000. Also, if the other people lost also, but if they can't pay, 6ix9ine has to pay the whole thing. What the fuck? TMZ reports 6ix9ine could end up paying way more money if the other defendants don't pay up. So if the other defendants don't pay, 6ix9ine has to pay their portion. That's crazy. But they were all doing money schemes. You know, they was all doing weird old money stuff. I'm starting to think the reason why this nigga didn't talk to me is because somebody told. I'm starting to think the reason why Shadi didn't talk to me is because somebody that's supposed to have been cool with me at the time told him don't talk to me. That's why I think he didn't talk to me. That's why I'm starting to think he didn't talk to me. I don't know if that's the fact though. I'm just starting to think that. I just thought of that right now, by the way. When the hell did I ever talk shit about why y'all niggas be lying? You don't gotta lie. Hold on. You don't have to lie. Okay, so basically, somebody just tried to. This is why I don't talk to other YouTube content creators because people are always trying to get me into, make it seem like I'm arguing with some YouTube content creator. That's why I just don't really talk to them. I see a Dama movie. You might have just had a word in there that couldn't be put up there. I haven't seen the Jeffrey Dahmer movie. I don't know if I can see a movie like that. I don't know if I want to see that. I don't know if that's for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. I still watch horror movies. Don't get it wrong, but that's not for me. What up, Springs? That's not for me. That's not for me. Because when I'm watching whatever that movie is, and I see all of the different ways that somebody should have knew that that man was doing what he was doing, and people fucking kept a blind eye because you can't snitch. If y'all understood how many non-black people come to black communities and do crimes because they know black people can't snitch. Get it? Black people can't snitch. You can't go to the police. Why do you think everybody does crimes against black people? Y'all niggas don't get it yet. Y'all not gonna get it until enough of the ignorant people go away. When enough of the ignorant people go away and the smart people could be heard, then people are gonna get it. But more of the ignorant people gotta go away, whether that's by prison or however it gotta be. More of the ignorant people gotta go away. They gotta get out of the way. You understand? You gotta make way for good things. You understand? That's why if you support this channel, you're supposed to be trying to make sure, like, when people be like, yo, stay on track and stuff like that in the chat. Like, I see that. I respect that. I appreciate that. Feel me? Let me just erase this comment, because I don't want to be in conversation with these people. I don't want to be in conversation with these people. So one, I'm blocking this guy. Boom. I don't want to be in conversation with you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not arguing with nobody on social media. I'm just gonna block you. I'm not arguing with one person on social media. I'm just gonna block you. I don't argue with nobody. Now I gotta figure out how to take my fucking comment off of this page. Yeah, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm just blocking you. I didn't even see whatever he was talking about. Tori Mosey says, I'm surprised 6ix9ine is in Russia to perform after Putin told Americans to stay away. I'm not surprised 6ix9ine is in Russia. Why wouldn't he be in Russia? Isn't that his people? Why wouldn't he be in Russia? Isn't that his people? That's his people. He should be in Russia. Why shouldn't he be in Russia? We had some dope conversations with some people over the last couple of days. I want to give a shout out to everybody that I've been talking to over the last couple of days. We actually have big things we're not going to announce. We're not going to say it. You're just going to see if things pop up or not. But I do want to say this. For the people who have faith in me, it is not going to go for nothing. For the people that have been waiting to work with me, it's going to, I promise you, it's going to be more than well worth the wait. I promise you I'm going to show up. For the individuals that would like to be my manager, I can use a manager. I just want to be clear. And I want to say all this right here. For the individual who would like to be my manager, I can use a manager. And yes, I want to shit on these niggas. But I want to do it in positivity by pushing positivity out to the people I love. I don't want to push negativity out to anyone. I want to push positivity out to the people that we love. And that's how I want to do it. That's how I want to shit on them. I don't want to do anything to them. I don't want to hurt nobody. I just want to help. They have us not even wanting to have our lives to have meaning. They don't even want our lives to have meaning. Like, people don't even want their life to have meaning. You understand? The niggas' lives don't have meaning. Niggas' whole entire purpose of being alive be to do something bad to another person, your life don't got meaning. Rhonda says 6ix9ine could perform around the world. His likability is high. I'm not sure if it's the music plus the energy or the identity for him because he came from the dirt. I would not ever want to shit on nobody's dreams. I've always dreamed about being an author and writing television. I don't want to do nobody's podcast. I don't want to be on the podcast. I did the Wokecast. That shit is over. I do a podcast, but I'm not doing a podcast with. I'm doing a podcast if I'm pulling up and the people got the podcast prepared. I'm doing a podcast. I'm only working with professionals from now on. I'm not working with nobody that's not a professional. If you're not a professional, I'm just not working with you. You're gonna have to deal with it if you wanted to work with me. I'm in the situation I'm in right now because I was working with people who aren't professionals. It's not gonna happen again. I was working with people that weren't professionals. I was working with people that they wanted to do fucking television show, but they didn't even want to write a script. They just wanted to say random things in front of the camera. So disrespectful to me. So disrespectful. I have no idea how upset I am about that. You don't have no idea how much disrespect I consider that to have been. You just can't imagine. You can't imagine. Yeah, I think he should tour overseas. I don't see no reason why he shouldn't, especially since overseas dollar's better than the American dollar right now. What the fuck? A lot of those countries, the dollar's doing better than the American dollar. Yeah, you should tour over there. Go make your bread, man. Go make all of your bread. Rihanna's performing at the next year. You think Nicki fan want them to perform together? Nicki isn't gonna make it because is Nicki cool with Rock Nation? I don't think so. Rock Nation does the Super Bowl. I don't think Nicki cool with Rock Nation. But I mean, it'll be lit if they let Nicki do it right. I fuck with Nicki, but I don't think she cool with Rock Nation. And if Rock Nation anything like me, I would never work with somebody I don't like under any circumstances. I just wouldn't do it, and I don't care. I don't care how big the check is either. I just would never work with somebody that I don't like under any circumstances. I'm gonna have to go talk to God at some point, and God is gonna say to me, you didn't. How? After what this person did to you, how could you? Forgiving them is one thing, but how could you do this? And I'm not gonna have any answer. I'm not gonna have no answer. I saved you from a situation for you to, then that don't make sense. You understand? I'm not gonna have an explanation. Beyonce sent her flowers to her after winning awards for video song. All right. I think she doesn't get invited. Actually, the people at the Daily News called me a journalist. The people at the Washington Post called me a journalist. The people at the New York Post called me a journalist, actually. Just so we can be clear. The people at Complex call me a journalist, actually, just so we can be clear. I'm just naming the people who mention me. Oh, you haven't been mentioned in any of these places? Okay. I think she doesn't get invited to things because of her husband. People don't like Nikki because Nikki allegedly tried to shit on a lot of people on their way up. The only reason why Nikki is still in the industry is because she's so talented. Nikki was basically doing extortion tactics to other rappers when they were trying to come up. If Nikki wasn't as talented as she is, she wouldn't still be in the game. That's my opinion, at least. She was using extortion tactics against other rappers. You know why a lot of niggas don't? A lot of y'all favorite dudes from your block that got all of them war stories about how they was in the industry, the reason why them niggas ain't there is because them niggas was cornball ass niggas. You do know that, right? A lot of them dudes had perfectly good opportunities that they decided to try to extort niggas or do some other weirdo shit. That do know this, right? Like this is pretty much common knowledge to people, right? Nikki has a pretty strong fan base also. She's skilled. She's actually a good rapper. She's literally, if I was her, I'd stay away from Remy Ma. But other than Remy Ma, I wouldn't. All these other bitches need to be quiet. All due respect. With all due respect, just so we can be clear. Hey, did any of y'all see me on Complex, by the way? I was literally on Complex. Literally. Yes, artists do have to show love and cultivate their fan names. If they fall off, their fans still buy their music. No, you should always cultivate your fan base. It's not easy. That's why I told you I have to start doing different type of content. Like I gotta move away from this content because there's already inside of our community there's a group of people that's they're just lying at this point, and I mean I don't know what to do. So I have to just literally start making different content. That's another reason why I can't wait for the computer to go out and get back. Because I'm still going to make hip-hop content because this is what we do. But I'm going to really start branching out and just doing different stuff, just stuff I like to do. Just, getting back to that. And it's going to be good, so I'm not concerned. It's gonna be good, I'm not concerned. And apparently there's a couple of other opportunities that I don't want to talk about. Because as soon as I talk about it, somebody's gonna try to then go work against me to try to stop it from happening. So I don't want to talk about it. But I got a couple of other opportunities coming up too. I read a comment about one of Tory's fans when the Meg stuff happened, he posted it to me. Do worry about Tory. Don't worry about Tory. We had him since he was making mixtapes. So that's what happened when you have a strong community. You understand? That's what happened when the people in your community think support rather than the people in your community think we're not going to donate to him unless he go get a regular job where then he can't do YouTube no more. Like imagine if Tory fans said, "Yo, we're not going to buy any of your products or do any of your stuff until you go get a regular job." Imagine. Imagine if somebody came out and told people Tory was on crack and then his fans just started believing it. So when you have a strong fan base, you're gonna survive. When your fan base is weak, and you know you only got 5 or 6 solid people, you're gonna be living like we living. And you got about 5 or 6 solid people in the community, man. With all due respect, it is what it is. We're gonna send the computer out. We're gonna get it back, and then we're gonna try to go and get into other communities, and we're gonna just start some new shit. That's that. Our fans do the opposite. Like I don't consider having. I'm like, with all due respect, I don't consider y'all fans like at all. Like, with all due respect, like I just come here to watch you. About 5 or 6 of y'all fuck with me. The rest is coming here to watch me die. But some artists don't have it. They fall off and they completely disappear. Nicki, Cardi do lives with their fans. I would love to do lives with y'all, but I can't because the only people that's gonna want to talk to me is the people that I don't like. Those are the only people that ever try to talk to me. So I would love to do lives with y'all. Once again, I can't. I'm just explaining to y'all. Every single time somebody tells me about what other platforms are doing, I think about how I can't do it because I don't have no people. You understand? I don't have a community. I can't do these things. You understand? I got people that should have paid me money running around telling people I owe them money after I done did thousands of hours of free work for them. That's what I got. That's what it is. I'm about to get ready to go. Anything y'all want to talk about, I don't want to hold you. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody have a good night, man. If you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Before we go to bed, and after we wake up, make sure you got some water. Please get some water into you. Good H2O. And whenever we're helping somebody else be the best them that they could be, in that moment we being the best us that we could be, so go out there and be great. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bones Bones. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got.